Pinheiro to get this one started. And off we go from Lumen Field. This taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time and taking the snaps. Quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
We have the luxury each week, Mike, of sitting down with these players and really getting a behind-the-scenes look at what makes them so good and what makes them tick. And, man, wouldn't it be nice to be able to bring the fan kind of behind the curtain and let them see for themselves what we see firsthand? And, man, it would only take a couple minutes for you to realize just what kind of leader this guy is. You would never know he threw 3 touchdowns last week. All he wanted to talk about was the costly interception and the couple plays he left out there. That's why they rally around him. The better he plays, the better the team plays. They need more consistent performances from him to get the rest of this team to do their part.
They face 2nd down and 7. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This a 48-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And the Rams will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by the number 3 overall pick back in the 2018 draft. Out of USC, it's Sam Darnold.
If his preparation for this game is any indication of how he's going to perform today, Mike, they're going to be hard to beat. He played really well last week, but when we talked to his coaches, they told us, they're like, he has lived here all week. He has taken his level of play even up another notch. And if he can continue to operate this system, continue to get all of his weapons involved, this leadership, this ability to lead by example, it's going to rub off on the rest of this offense. I think they're going to have a good chance of changing from last week's loss to coming away today with a victory.
And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Seahawks move out to a 7-3 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. Trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush. Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3-and-out.
The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And they try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got it at about the 8. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The motion man is Nakua. They'll run. It's Williams. He's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he's in. Jared Wiley. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That his first touchdown this year.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there. Ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The Seahawks offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And a short pickup to about the 30. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Open man, that's the tight end, Hunter Henry. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. Open man, left side, he's got it. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
For any long developing play like that to work, everyone on the offensive side of the ball has to do their job at a high level. First, the pass protection has to hold up. Then, the receiver has to be able to separate from his man defender. And then, of course, the quarterback has to be on time and on target with the ball. And when you do, you move the chains.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. The Rams out to the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had third and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And the Rams are going to have a first and goal coming up. He's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his big tight end, Jared Wiley. Touchdown, Rams. His second touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Rams will get out in front, 17-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts first and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. Smith and Jigba has it on that out route. 14 yards on that pass play there. First down, Seattle.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Darnold to throw on first down. Looking Smith and Jigba's way again, and again a catch.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Outright, Smith and Jigba has it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. Quick throw, taken in. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays throughout the entire...
That is caught back corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Tight end going in motion here. He'll look to throw. Caught by the tight end, Wiley. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to Wiley, his tight end. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? They'll look to throw. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there. And that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. First and 10. From the pistol, here's Walker. And nothing doing there. Might get it out to the 2, but that's all. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Walker. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. We'll talk things over before 3rd down. They'll run here with Walker. 17 yards, the gain there. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
We've seen 3rd down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. A fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Rams offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. back to throw here to begin the drop. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a waste.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Here's the punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And he will score. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Seahawks move out in front by 4. It's 21-17. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Rams offense going to take over just before the half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep this one on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start with an NFC West battle down in the Valley of the Sun. Arizona
and both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. This will be returned from the 6. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the handoff, this is Walker. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, The quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
This one complete right side. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. Taking off. He'll try to get there. He can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10. They go from the 11. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Darnold. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll take it on in. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seattle. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Pinheiro on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll throw out of the gun. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. 18 yards on the connection. Good for a Rams first down. They run over center with Williams. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. It's another run here for Williams. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Punt team headed out for the Rams, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Now he takes off. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. A gain there of 20. 1st down, Seattle.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Darnold. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down. They'll go play action with Darnold. Outright Smith and Jigba has it. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching 2nd down and 3. They'll run the toss with Walker. Yeah. And he's going to be taken down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He keeps it himself. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. They'll run with Walker. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on and try a field goal now. This about as short as you can get. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the Seahawks will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter. So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. And now he's back out to kick it away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's that man again. Another catch. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Now they'll set up to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, faking the give. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Now Walker. And he'll work his way down to about the 41.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They run with Walker. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd down and 9.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Darnold now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. They try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. That finds Nakua along the sideline. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw again. And this one's going to be a loss of yardage. He's marked out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage. Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Back to throw. Going right back to Nakua. Complete. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd down, goal to go. They'll drop to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, L.A. Myers. Good on the extra point. And the Rams will cut the deficit to 7. They've got just the 2 timeouts remaining, so they'll line up and take their chances right here with an onside kick.
All right, good effort. Just doesn't work out. But it's not over. Remember, they still got 2 timeouts in their back pocket. They've got to use them quickly. They've got to get 3 stops, force a punt, and see what happens when the offense gets the ball.
The Seahawks offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll try and run the option left. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. Here comes 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got his tight end, that's Sanders. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.